Alright, hello everybody and welcome to Buttered Gaming. I'm Buttered Toast the Third, and today I'm going to be continuing my Java for Beginners tutorial here. Now today's video is going to be about variables, and as you'll notice I made a project and a class within the project. You can see it there, called variables. So I did take away the automatic class declaration that Eclipse will do for you, just because I wanted to show you how to do it just in case you aren't actually using Eclipse. So, I mean, you should know how to do it. I showed you in an earlier video, but you want to always do this. Always declare the class and the main statement. Alright, so public class variables. Now notice I have the variable name the same as, or the class name, my bad, the same as up here. And then you need those curly braces. And there it is. So then you're going to always declare the main method. Always. And it's public static void main parenthesis capital string lowercase args, and then you do these little square braces, and then you have to go outside the parenthesis and do the little curly braces. So there it is. Always do that. That's you need that. So variables. We're talking about variables. So we're going to need variable types. So I've talked to you a little bit about variables in an earlier video, but today I kind of want to go back through and talk about them more in depth. So we're going to be talking about byte, short, int, long, float, and double today. And I did talk to you a little bit about like ints and doubles and chars and strings, but there you go. We're going to be talking about byte, short, int, long, float, and double a little bit here. So we've got byte, and bytes are equal to negative 128 through positive 127. And then we've got our short, which is equal to negative 32,768 through positive 32,767. Then we've got our integer, which is equal to negative, I believe it's 2,473,648 through positive 2,147,483,647. Goodness. And then we've got our long, which is even longer, and I'm not going to know the places, so I'm just going to write it out. You can look at it. So it's negative 9223378577580 through basically that same number except with a 7 on the end. So we're just going to copy and paste it and change it. There we go. And then we've got our float, which is negative 3.4 times 10 to the, what is it, like 38th power through positive 3.4 times 10 to the 38th power. Then we've got our nice double, which is even bigger, and it's equal to negative 1.8 times 10 to the 308th power through 1.8 times 10 to the 308th power. Now, I think the only one that you really can do Decimal places is the double. But I'm not sure. Float, you might be able to use decimal places. I'm not really sure how float works, actually. I don't use it that often. So there you are, variable types. So now let's go about declaring variables. Now there's multiple ways you can do this. You can do it one by one. And the formula for that is variable type. So in this case, we can just go integer, because that's one of the most common. And then you're going to go variable name. Now you can be whatever variable name you want. It just can't be a keyword, like I can't name it public or class. And it has to make sense to you, so it should make sense to whatever you're using it for. So like, for example, if you are taking a bank account balance, it'd be better actually to take a double for a bank account balance, because you can use decimal places, and it would be account balance or something like that. So then that's one way to declare it, and then you can go double withdraw amount. It just has to make sense, and it has to be able, you have to be able to figure it out. You have to know what it is, kind of. So from now on, I'm just going to be calling them variable 1 through variable something else. So stuff like that, because we're not really using them for anything in this video. So that's one way to do it, one by one. You can do another one on each line. Another way to do it is to do variables of the same type, and you can have as many as you want here. So if we had integers, we can go var1, comma var2, comma var3, and there you go. And you can do the same thing with doubles or whatever you have. It'd be var4, comma var5, etc. So as you'll notice, I want you to see my naming strategy here. It does not begin with a capital letter. That is not done. But if you have another word after it, it could be capitalized. So like if I had a variable called integer camelback, I don't know, that's the method for naming is called camel, because as you'll notice, there's kind of a hump where that capital letter is. So there it is. That's kind of what it's called. It's called like camel or camelback or something. I don't even know. So there it is. Anyway, so you can also, those are pretty much the way that you can declare variables. There it is. All right, so then once we have a variable, you can assign values to those variables. Oop, there we go. Now one way to do it is at initialization, which is when you declare it. See above. There you go. So you can do that by going int var6 equals 1. And you can do it with multiple in there. So if I did double var7 equal 1.5, comma var8 equal 2.5. There you go. So you can do it that way. You can assign using values or other variable names, or other variable values, my bad. So you can take, if I had var1, I can make it equal to 14 just because I can. Or if I had another variable like var2 and I wanted it to equal var6, I can do it that way. Then you can also assign using user input, but for that you're going to need a scanner, so we're going to need to, oops, there we go, import scanner. So import java.util.scanner. Showed you how to do that in an earlier video. And then you're going to need to initialize scanner object, scanner my scanner equal new scanner system.in. Now, as you'll notice, I did put the initialization for the scanner up at the top, like right at the top, before I needed to use it down here. If I put it, if I wanted to go, if I wanted to take the input here, but I declared the scanner underneath it, it wouldn't work because the compiler goes through the program in chronological order. So basically from top to bottom, like that did, like from here to here, it'll go through it. So if I initialize that after, I won't have the scanner till after I need it. So I need to put it up here. It's just good to have it pretty much at the top of the main method, kind of. So anyway, user input. So if I wanted to, if I like prompted for user input and I wanted to take that in, I can take my variable name. So for example, var3 equals my scanner.next, and in this case variable 3 is an integer, so it has to be next int. There we go. And I showed you how to do this in a previous video. So that's the other way to kind of do it. So then we can kind of manipulate the variable values when we have them with us, kind of. So what you kind of want to do with that, this is where operators come in. So we have our operator types, operators. They're pretty self-explanatory. You have the plus sign to add, the minus sign to subtract, the asterisk to multiply, and the forward slash, which I can't show you here, forward slash to divide. I can't put the forward slash there because it's going to stop the comment. So like this right here is the forward slash, and if I put another one right here, it would stop the comment, and I'd be writing to divide outside of the comment. So maybe if I put like forward slash, no, that doesn't work at all. Disregard that. All right, so just try to remember what the forward slash is. That's all you really got to do. So if I wanted to take values, for example, if I had variable 4 and I wanted it to equal variable 7 times variable 8. So there you got it. And you notice the variable 4, 7, and 8 are all doubles, so the typing works out there. So that's just an example of multiplication, but it works the same for all of them. You just sub in these and then the forward slash. So if I actually wanted it to be divided by variable 7 into variable 8, dividing, so I can show you the forward slash. There you go. So that's that. And then you have kind of these other operators that are like, you have the plus equal, the minus equal, the times equal, and then you have the forward slash equal to. What those basically do is you can take a variable name. So if I had, say, variable 5, oh, well, actually, that doesn't really have a variable type in it, or that doesn't have a value. So if I took variable 1 and I did, say, plus equal, let's just say variable 6. There you go. What that's going to basically do is going to take the value that's already in variable 1, so in this case 14, and it's going to take that value and add it to the value in variable 6, which is 1 in this case. So this would, variable 1 now has the, and it's going to assign that to variable 1. So variable 1 now has the value 15. So it works the same way for all those. / again is this right here. So then you've got these kind of incrementation and decrementation operators, which are ++ and -. So you can take, there we go, kind of. So what you can do with those is you can basically take variable 1 ++ or ++ variable 1 or variable 6 -, or -, variable 6. Now you're probably wondering what the difference is between having the operator in front and having the operator behind it and having the operator in front of it. So if you have the operator in front of the variable, the compiler will add 1 to that variable and then reference the value. There we go. However, if you have the operator, have the operator behind the variable, the compiler will, here we go, add or subtract, my bad. Here we go. Add or subtract, will reference the variable, then add or subtract 1. So one of the best ways to kind of to show this is if I was taking output, so if I did system.out.println and I did variable 6 ++ versus system.out.println variable or ++ variable 6, the first one will display the value in variable 6 and then add 1, and the second one will will add 1 to variable 6 and then display the value, the new value, kind of. So that's actually really all I've got for you in this video. So hopefully I did a pretty good job with it. Thank you very much for watching again. Yes, thank you so very much. But hopefully I'm doing okay. Hopefully you stick with it, and hopefully it's good.
Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more of my videos, you can click on the box to the left below to see a Minecraft Dual Players episode. Otherwise, you can click the other box to see the previous episode in this series.